Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens. Tirico alongside Greg Olsen. That's the rookie Tyler Luke. He begins this one. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. Still running for the first time with DeAndre Smith. And he's going to be stopped out at the line to begin this ball game.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll put Loveland in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. He'll let one go down the middle. And he will go all the way. Holston Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
The score, Bears 7, Ravens nothing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
It's right! Hey, hey.
The RPO, that one is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Jackson now on 2nd down. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Baltimore. It's a gain of 34. A design run here with Jackson. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. In motion comes Thomas. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. It'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Williams to throw on second down. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
In motion comes Thomas. Third and short yardage. Here's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
That's good.
Here's first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throw it again. It's Williams. And it's to Odunze again. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Give up the middle with Swift. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Chicago.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Chicago.
They'll go again with Swift. It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. Tackle there by Trenton Simpson.
Taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Burden, the man on the move. They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
That pass is caught by Burden. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and
Bears
7.
in possession here to start the second quarter. They've got it second down and 7. In motion comes Thomas. On second down, it's Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. The NFL sack leader from a year ago, Trey Hendrickson. He gets in for the sack, number 85 in his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. They'll put Loveland in motion. 3rd and long. Here's Williams on the run to the right. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
It's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
Carlos Santos for the Bears field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked. Oh, big hole, left side. Past the 40, to the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, those are the momentum swings that get you. One team is looking to add 3. Instead, the other team adds 6, thanks to the ability to block the kick.
Yeah, and in this case, Mike, the players are constantly reminded by the coaches, you never know. Just keep rushing, keep rushing. You could rush 100 times, but if you do it full speed, the 101st you stick your hand up, that's the one where it connects with the ball. In this case, that's exactly what happens. Scoop, score, change the game.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Now he'll run. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the 1st down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's over the middle and taken by Loveland. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And he'll take it on in. Odunze. Touchdown, Bears. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. The quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Now Jackson's this a design run. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's Williams on first and 10. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. For a rookie from Marshall, Mike Freed in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Exiting the pocket right. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
Williams pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
2 minutes to play
4.
here in what's been an even first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Here comes second and 4. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Third and short, Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. That one is good. And the Ravens move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He's going to look for the home run ball. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big-time play for the Bears. It covers 51 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Throwing is Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift.
Williams pass. Complete to DeAndre Swift. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 11-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. A run here with Swift. And he's into the end zone. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Ravens 17. Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Get up! Yo. You changed it. Get up!
A first down throw for Jackson. This one deep and looking for Melton. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Get up!
Jackson. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down.
Come on, ready? Ready!
Jackson going to keep this one himself. What a job there. Using his legs on the run. Pickup of 19, and that's a first down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
Ready! Ready shot! Ready! Ready shot! Hey! No, we changed it.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Forced out wide. He'll run again. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Ready shot! Ready shot! Go. You are A. Ready shot!
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line. Burden, the man on the move. To throw, it's Williams. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That football broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
Throwing on second down, Williams. Again, working deep downfield. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Hey, middle. Hey.
Back to throw, Jackson. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10.
Hey, report.
Here's Jackson. Going for it all. That is hot to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Ravens.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Burden, the man on the move. Williams to throw on second down. Right side, caught by Burden. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. To throw is Williams. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First down, Chicago.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second
From the
and
42-yard line. Here's second down and 7. They'll put Loveland in motion. Now Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
In motion comes Thomas. On third down, it's Williams. This is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. What a time for a pick 6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick 6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick 6 them, and you're able to extend that lead.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Bears take over first and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Got a man downfield, it's Thomas. And he will score. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Design run here with Jackson. He works free, right side. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. We talk about a quarterback who can hurt you both ways. That is the one-way defenses just can't stop him. All that speed, taking it the distance.
You're exactly right, Mike. This is just one of the elements of the quarterback position that is just so hard for defenses to account for. When they get themselves in space, they in essence turn into a running back, and once they get out in front, there's no catching them.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. In motion comes Walker. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Pick by Malachi starts. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flat. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake. It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Second down, Jackson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
180! 180! Go.
On third down, Jackson. This one down the field, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback as they come out to the 20-yard line. They'll put Loveland in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Catch made right side by Thomas. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got Loveland free left side. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Taking off. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
In motion comes Thomas. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 43, here's 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll swing this out to Swift. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And he is going to score a pick 6 for the touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Next to score, Ravens 45, Bears 28. Tyler Luke to kick off.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. From the 41. Here's 2nd and 4.
The 41-yard line.
Here's Williams now to throw. Back complete to Swift. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. Here's Williams. He'll get this out to Swift. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Bears.
Williams. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike, in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down. They'll put Loveland in motion. 3rd and long. Here's Williams. This is caught 2. And And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. To throw, it's Williams. He's got it at the 3. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Back up to the 3. It's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's third down.
They'll try and throw. Here's Williams. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Go ahead.
On the ground, this is Justice Hill. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here to get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
A gain of a yard.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 27-yard line.
Report. No, we changed it.
They'll drop to throw. On the move left. He'll tuck it and take off. And good work here defensively. They force him out after a gain of just a yard. And now it's 3rd down.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
This is the point in the game, Mike, we're on 3rd down. You have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
That's a 2nd charge timeout to Chicago. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, Ozzy. Hey, middle. Oh.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. That's down the field and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I got to be honest, Mike, I'm a little surprised the fact that they're even deciding to throw the ball, given the situation. I mean, it's unlikely that that decision will cost them the game, but stranger things have happened on a football field.
Here's 1st and 10.
What is that? Slam left.
To throw is Williams. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On 1st and 10, Jackson going up top and looking for Flowers. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. We'll go ahead and just seize the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. In motion, it's Odunze. Now Williams. That's over the middle and taken by Loveland. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. They'll put Loveland in motion. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Open man downfield is Loveland. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Santos for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bears are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Bears 42. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And now problems on the kickoff. This ball goes out of bounds and a flag comes in. A pair of 1st downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. Here we go. One final play. This one deep and looking for Melton. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. That will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball and will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.